Today's talk is on Neigong and the cultivation of the Neidan, the elixir. So in today's world, there's just way too much talk and not enough practice. There's too many long videos jumping from subject to subject with injections of too much useless information. We don't need 7-hour courses on the microcosmic orbit. And there's not enough talk on the more ancient ways, the Duna, the Daoyin, and the ancient ways. People are too focused on Qigong, which is a modern term, which was a boom time in the Chinese communist version of Chinese medicine. We don't want to listen to audio tapes, guided meditations, videos watching someone teaching us meditation. We need to seal the senses and go inside and listen to ourselves, listen to our own internal instruction. Guided meditations, we're still listening outside with our ears. Watching someone teaching us, we're still using our eyes. We need to close our eyes and go within. We don't need more movement. We need less movement. We want more stillness. We need to use the qi in mind and less reliance on the body. We don't want to rely on something external. We need less talk and more silence. You need more trust in yourself if you are truly and honestly putting in the time and effort. If you have the time and effort to train, then find that quiet place early in the morning when you wake up, or before you go to bed, or midnight or midday, and seek the signs. Sit cross-legged or on the edge of a chair. Work on your breathing. Some of the signs are when your breath becomes fine, long, and deep. You feel a pocket in the dantian area, or it feels like a little balloon sensation at the jaw dantian. The eternal body will start to generate heat in the dantian. There might be saliva formation, and eventually you'll feel a vibration up the spine to the top of the head. We need to work towards simplicity and wuji, not the 10,000 things. Sometimes you can do the wuji standing. Where you're connecting the 9 levels of man, earth, and heaven. Where you relax the tendons of the arms and legs and back, and then begin the circulation of them in the arms, legs, and back. Breathing. Most of the breathing I've learned from the Taoist lineages were natural. And then some of them use reverse breathing. But the truth of the matter was, breathing is natural and non-forced. We're never trying to force things to happen. And Jing, Qi, and Shen are harmonized by it all. By sitting in stillness and silence, it's being corrected. You don't need to focus too much on the theory, too much on the philosophy. Because the real truth of the matter is, time has to be put into it daily for years. If you have the time, 20 to 40 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day, is really good. Just depending on the lifestyle. If you have a lot of time to practice, you should go for 60 minutes twice a day. Some of these practices require up to 4 hours a day of training. If you have a background in Qigong and Tai Chi, you're going to be in an advantage. If you're good at eating, if you're a good eater and you study Chinese medicine, that's very good too. If you're eating the right things, your Qigong and your acupuncture will work excellently. It's best to learn these arts from someone who's been initiated within a tradition, preferably one that is pre-communist. Some of the wushu wudong information out there is watered down. A lot of the sources seem to be good from Taiwan and Malaysia, where those traditions left before the Communist Revolution. There's some Jinshin Pai, Longmen Pai. Some of the teachers from the Jinshin Pai were Wang Yin, and Qin Manqing learned from there too, from Zhang Qilin. Julia Fairchild, Scott Rodell, Kane Yenzer are some of the people that I've known and talked to. From Longmen Pai, there's Wang Liping and Nathan Bryan. And Qin Manqing's student, Wu Gongzong, is another one. He was the last disciple who wrote on Neigong. Xiao Bi Chen has a grandson in the UK. I'll leave a link down there. But be sure someone's clear on their lineage. They've put the time and work into it and have received all the signs. Me, I'm just another practitioner pointing the way. I'm not pretending to be a master, and that's what I've always done, is point people into the right direction. So when you're sitting, you will need to put some effort in there. When you're doing your Du Na, when you're doing your Dao Yin, your breath work, and your guiding work, and you're trying to achieve the signs, like the warmth in the belly, the breath getting long, like the strong feeling in the Zhao Dan Tian, or saliva formation, or the vibration in the spine. Stillness and silence is what's important. Not more talk, not more gibberish, not going off on tangents, on philosophy. You're just going to use youwei, some effort. And when all the signs appear and you've reached a peak, then stop. Use no effort. Wuwei. Absorb in the wuji. Bask in the fruits of your labor and find that oneness.